Welcome, YouTubers. This is a brief demonstration on how you can get an Excel workbook to give you payment terms and the interest per month and that type of stuff as you go through a simple loan like a car loan, a fixed loan. I guess you could do a bank loan or anything else. But let me go ahead, and this is just a brand new workbook. So I'm going to build it from scratch here. Some key things you're going to need are the amount borrowed. So that's after you buy your car, you pay the sales tax, you take your down off there. Here's what you're going to finance, right? The amount borrowed, and I'm going to make it $19,000 today. Assuming we're going to borrow $19,000 here, you're going to need the rate and the number of payments. So I'll make a 9% loan, nice high used car here. You can make these anything you want. This is just for demonstration purpose. I'll make it a 72-month term. And the first thing we need to do is convert this rate, because this rate is 9% annual. So I need to, first of all, I need to make it into a percentage. So I need to divide by 100. And I also need to divide it by the number of months, because I'm going to make a monthly payment. So it's going to be divide by 100 and divide by 12. So that's the same thing as dividing by 1,200. So let me do that. And I know it's a way low number, but that's your rate per month. And I know banks actually compound it on a daily basis, but that's what you're having. It'll work out to the same of the month here. So let's go ahead and do that. Next thing we're going to do is we need to lay each month out here. I'm going to start on row 11 just to give myself a little bit of a buffer at the top. And 72 months would put me at row 82-ish. So let me do that. If you have to go longer, you go longer. You have to go, well, you can't go shorter. And we're going to look for the payment per month. That's going to be a constant pay. Let me just scroll up a little bit here. Principal, interest, total cumulative interest. Let's just put total interest, cumulative interest, average per month interest over the term, balance remaining. That's something everybody wants to know, especially when you go to trade in your cars or whatnot if you don't get it from your bank. What else do I need? Yeah, that's good enough to start with. If I have to throw something else in there, I will. And so the payment, a way to get a payment, monthly payment on a constant fixed loan like this, it's the formula equals PMT. And it's going to ask you for some variables. It's going to ask you for that rate per period. So that's why I had that cell out there in B3, that formula. And then I need the number of payments, C2, and I need the present value, A2. And that's all I need. Now I need to go ahead and freeze these. So I'm going to put dollar signs in front of the rows, because that way when I copy this down, it's going to use, if I change those cells, it will change the payment. So yeah, every term for 72 months, I would be paying $342.49, so $342.50. At that particular, borrowing $19,000, whatever, 9% at 72 months. Principal is, and I know it's a negative number here in Excel. I don't know why it does that, but we'll just have to adjust accordingly. Just read it, right? Equals PMT. So you add a P on the front of it, you get the principal. And this one, it asks for rate. It asks for the period, so that's why I put those ones out there. It asks for the number of periods, and it asks for present value. All right. So once again, I can skip the row 11. I'm going to need that to copy down as it goes down, but the other ones on 2s and 3s, I can do that. And so the first month you're paying $199.99, $200 in principal, and the interest I can just do simply that minus that, right? $142.50 is what you pay in interest. So your first payment of $342.49 is $199.99 in principal and $142.50 in interest. And so your total interest is there. I'm not going to do average month yet. And balance remaining will be, let's see, I got to go with that. I'm going to have to do a second row minus that. Is that right? Nope, it's going to be that. Because it's negative, I got to do that. Mixing terms, no biggie. So you take, oh, no, it's not even going to be that. It's going to be amount borrowed minus your principal, or add, in this case, adding your principal. So you're only going to take $200 off, or $199.99 in this first month. That's why I got $18.8, $199 off, right? That's what the principal comes off every month. Good for me. So let me, I can copy these. And what you see every month is that every month you pay a little bit more principal, and every month you pay a little bit less interest. This one's got to be this, plus the principal off of that. So every month it gets a little bit more on principal, a little bit less on interest. So it's heavy on interest up front. Now this should add up to 0 when I get down the end here. And it does. So the last month you're paying $342.49. $339.94 of it is principal, which is from the prior month what you had left as a balance, and $2.55 is the interest on the month. So as you get in these later months, it really dips. But early on, like the first month, you're paying $142.50. And out at periodic, let me go back to the bottom again here. So let me divide the, oh, I didn't do total interest, did I? That screwed that up. Let's try this again. So yeah, I'm going to need to copy this one down. Sorry about that. It was that plus that. So yeah, over 2 months I paid $283 in interest, and by the time I get down the end, I'm going to have to spread this column out a bit. I paid $5,659 basically in interest. And sometimes you'll see, I'm going to divide that. My average, if I divide it by 72, the total amount of interest paid divided by the total of months paid, I paid on average $78.60. And I'm going to put this in on a couple other strategic points. They don't matter what I'm doing. 70, you know, when I'm doing these various months, it'll matter. 60, 48. I could do 36, I guess. As I shorten some of these terms, you'll see why I put that in there. But yeah, so let me get some key stats here. And that let's do the amount, the rate, and the amount is 19,000. The rate is 9. The term 72. The payment. And this is how you're just going to either do your own or compare. In this case, I'm going to do a comparison to get doing a refi, I guess. It's $342.49. What else do I need to know? Total interest. And what was I say, 56.68 or something like that? 56.59. 56.59. First month interest. Not that that matters a whole lot, but as you're paying early, it's 142.5. I'm going to make a point with that. Your average interest per month, average per month interest. What did I say that was? $78.60. And let's just do balance remaining at 24 months, right? So if you wanted to trade it in 2 months from now or 24 months from now, or something were to go crap on you, let's see, 24 months I owe, just looking at the number down here, $13,763. That's the principal that I would have remaining. Alright, so that's pretty fun. Let me do 60 months, and I'm just going to compare some of this stuff. Same rate, 60 months, your pay goes up to $394.41. Total interest, let me go down to 60 months here, $46.65. First month, by the way, is the same, because you get the same principal at the first month and the same, so you're still paying $142.50. I know that's gonna interest will drop quicker because you're paying it off quicker, but you'll find out also your average per month won't change that much. 77, 74. It'll drop a bit, but negligible. And after 24 months, 12,903. Right? Did I do that right? No, I didn't. 12,403. So significantly less. Of course, I'm paying a lot more per month. Paying $50 almost more per month. I'll pay $1,000 less in interest when I'm done. But no matter what, at that 9% rate, I'm paying pretty close to $80 a month on average throughout the life of the loan if I go all the way to the end. So let me do a refi. And let's just say you're going to get 6%. 60 months. And You expect everything to be better with this, but we're going to see how much better, right? 60 month. At that lower rate, maybe they'll only do 60 month. I don't know. 367.32. And the total interest, 3,040. Your interest the first month, because we're at a 6%, is $95. So you dropped quite a bit, especially in those early parts of the option. But $50.66 is what you'll pay on average month for those 60 months. And I'm sorry, your balance at 24 months is $12,075. So everything got a little bit better. Of course, I wouldn't pay, if you had to pay to refinance something, you're gonna see the differences here. You see that more with houses. Of course, interest rates make a whole lot of difference more with houses than they do with cars. I think I've said that before. If you follow us on my channel, is that you got an average rate of 6%, and we went to 9%, which is a terrible rate, right? But the average interest, the payment, essentially the interest went up, well, $27, $30, right? So that's what you pay more a month for for having bad credit, right? On a $360 loan, month loan. So let's just do some quick numbers here. Let's see, what do I need to do? This minus that. So I'm going to refinance to a 60. I'll pay $24 a month. I'll save $2,600 total. The first month. Is that right? That's not bad at all. I'll save $50 by paying an additional 25 bucks. I'll save $30 a month for the entirety by paying 24. So yeah, that's a slam dunk if you can get that, right? I guess that's all relative, but shortening the term. So that's how you can look at things relative like that, and I'll be way ahead, which is good for gap coverage or trade in or whatever you want to do. You can always be upside down in your car, and you can be right side up. So anything else exciting that I need to think of while I'm here? No, I guess that's about it. Anyways, this is how you can set up an Excel sheet. Now, once you do this once, you can save it off and figure out what your balance remaining is. All right, see you.